On the news tonight, Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU suspends a 2 weeks warning strike. Nigerian graduates advised to be innovative in navigating the real world as University of Ilorin holds 40th convocation. University Dawn prefers multifaceted solutions to ensure food security in Nigeria. Plus, update from the world of entertainment and sport. Hello, welcome to News Tonight on the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Ilorin. I am Usman Alayande. The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU has announced suspension of the 2-week running strike declared on 13th October 2025. Addressing the media, ASU President Chris Piwuna said the decision followed the swift interventions by Chairman of Senate Committees on Tertiary Education and TED Fund, Labour and Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin. Piwuna said NEC of the union resolved to suspend the strike to reciprocate the support of Nigerians. However, a 1-month window is given to government to conclude the ongoing renegotiation of the 2009 FGN ASU outstanding issues.
While noting that a lot more work is still required, NEC came to the conclusion that the objective of the warning strike has been partly achieved. NEC hopes that the government will take advantage of this opportunity to seamlessly resolve all the issues in order to guarantee industrial harmony and ensure stability of our academic calendar. Should government fail to resolve the issues within the 1-month window, ASU reserves the right to resume the strike without further notice at all.
The union appealed to patriotic Nigerians and key players in education to prevail on government to speedily conclude the renegotiation of the 2009 agreement and other outstanding issues. First set of the 11,866 students of the University of Ilorin have been awarded various degrees and certificates of the institution, having satisfied all the requirements and found worthy in both learning and character. The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Wahab Egbewole San, charged the graduates to explore the world and make a meaningful impact as taught by the Better by Far University. Ahmad Fulani reports that former Governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Raji Fashola San, declared the convocation lecture titled The Gen Z Playbook, Navigating Work and the Real World.
The award of various degrees and certificates followed a rigorous academic activities, including researches embarked upon by the graduates within the time frame of their courses. Having been found worthy in learning and character, they were conferred with the degrees of the University of Ilorin by the Vice-Chancellor on the authority of the Senate. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, Abiodun Aluko, and the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Wahab Egbewole SAN, urged the graduates to remain good ambassadors of Ilorin while achieving greater heights wherever they find themselves.
You are today joining the team of our alumni who are making us proud in all areas of positive human endeavor.
Today, we are not merely conferring degrees in various disciplines. We are releasing into the world well-rounded individuals equipped with both academic excellence and practical future-ready skills.
The virtue of University of Ilorin, they need to take it wherever they go. The skills they have learned over the years, they also need to take it wherever they want.
The former Minister of Works, Babatunde Raji Fashola, who delivered a lecture titled Gen Z Playbook, Navigating Work and the Real World, advised the graduates to think outside the box and turn waste to wealth as they navigate through a complex society.
I urge you to protect yourselves because the world has been waiting for the expression and the explosion of your dream, the Nigerian dream. You represent that now. In this hall, in your faces, with the talent I see in each of you, I have no doubt that you are the ones that the world has been waiting for.
Some of the joyous students appreciated God for granting them the wherewithal to study and graduate.
I feel happy living in the University of Ilorin after a very long time. Glory be to God, strike and everything, but still, we thank God for this one.
Oh, I look forward to following and pursuing my dreams. Yeah, I look forward to pursuing my dreams, and at least what I've learned in University of Ilorin to implement it in the real world, and hopefully I get to where I want to.
I will look forward to going to business and another thing that will benefit me and my family, inshallah.
4 years of His faithfulness, His mercies, His loving kindness, for wisdom, for protection. It can only be God. To God be the glory. Thank you, NTA family, for being here for me.
316 out of the 11,886 graduates bagged first-class degrees from the University of Ilorin. Ahmed Fulani, NTA News.
And away from education, achieving food security and sustainability has been described as a process that requires multifaceted approaches that will address the interplay in the areas of agriculture, environment, economy, and society for the benefit of humanity. Professor of Food Science Folake Olayinka emphasized this at the 49th Scientific Conference of the Nigerian Institute of Food Science and Technology in Ilorin. Sholawide has the details.
Speaking on the theme, Next Generation Food Science and Technology Solutions for Nation Building, Professor Folake Olayinka Ensho explained that food is essential for survival, and to achieve sufficiency and sustainability, all hands must be on deck to do the needful. She observed that Nigeria faces pressing food security challenges that is driven by population growth, high post-harvest losses, and disruption of agricultural activities due to conflicts and insurgency. Speakers at the event described the conference as desirable at this crucial period of the nation's history.
And what we are trying to achieve is that we want to transform food science and technology solutions, looking at food safety and food security for Nigeria. We have a transformative agenda for the country to produce more food for Nigeria and to support the agenda of the current administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for food security for the whole.
I also challenge them to continue to nurture the young minds so that the idea of food safety, food security in Nigeria will continue to develop.
If Nigeria want to actually make more money and more forex, you need to add value to agricultural commodities. And that's the essence of this conference. What are the best innovative post-harvest management systems and value additional technologies that we can actually scale up for larger impact in the Nigeria and even Africa?
Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak represented said the state had always been proactive in the area of agriculture.
The recent farm distribution that we did for our farmers to improve food security in Kwara State. Beyond that, we also released tractors in numbers to our farmers for free. All of this thing is to ensure that we have a food environment that is secured, not just secure, that it's also nutritious in nature. So all of this the government is doing on our part.
The event also featured investiture of new fellows, awards of recognition to deserving individuals, and some students who have excelled in their studies. There was also a short drama presentation on the importance of food technology and introduction of new scanner application to check the authenticity of food production. Shola Wahid, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the extension of the tenure of the Surveyor General of the Federation, Mr. Abdulganiyu Adebomehin, by 2 years. The extension, according to a statement signed by his Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, takes effect from January 5th, 2026 and was necessitated by the recent transfer of the office of the Surveyor General of the Federation to the presidency. The Surveyor General has already initiated reforms across critical sectors of geospatial data systems, which the President is keen to see completed. Mr. Adebowein is expected to consolidate the reforms within the next 2 years, focusing on national land management and administration, highways and aborting land infrastructure coordination, reclamation and erosion control programs, and other related matters of strategic national importance. Abdulganiyu Adebowein was appointed the Surveyor General of the Federation by the late President Muhammadu Buhari, effective January 5, 2022. The ongoing amendment to the Electoral Act is fundamental to restoring public trust, reduce post-election disputes, and empowerment of the election umpire to function without interference. The Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2022 today scaled second reading at the Senate as legislators across party divides express support to deployment of technology, setting clearer and stricter operational guidelines for political parties and imposing tougher penalties for election offenses. The Senate is of the opinion that all elections must reflect the will of the people. President Tinubu has in the meantime transmitted to the Senate list of appointees for confirmation, among them a ministerial nominee, Dr. Bernard Mohammed. As he opens his defense in the terrorism charge against him before the Federal High Court, Abuja, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has listed former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami Sand, as one of the defense witnesses. Kanu, as a defendant in a fresh motion he personally signed and filed on 21st October 2025 before Justice James Omotosho, assured the court of his readiness to open his defense as ordered by the court. During the defense, Nnamdi Kanu intends to call 23 witnesses divided into two categories of ordinary but material witnesses and vital and compellable witnesses. He prayed the court that in view of the number of witnesses he intends to call, the court should consider granting a 90-day time frame to enable him conclude his defense. Meanwhile, a magistrate court in Abuja has ordered the remand of Kanu's counsel, Aloy Ejimako, and 12 others who were arrested during the protest organized by Omoyele Sowore on Monday against the IPOB leader's continuing trial and detention. The police charged the 13 persons with various offenses, including criminal conspiracy, disobedience of a lawful order, inciting disturbance, and disturbance of public peace in contravention of sections 152, 114, and 113 of the Penal Code law. Among the 13 defendants named are Ejimako, Kanu's younger brother, Emmanuel Kanu. The magistrate ordered that the defendants be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center pending their arraignment on October 24. And on the entertainment scene, popular Nigerian singer Tochukwu Ojukwu, professionally known as Odumo the Black, has revealed the reasons behind his signature red cap, which it described a pure cultural symbol. Khadijat Sulaiman has details of this and more from the world of entertainment.
Odumo the Black shed light on the cultural significance of his signature red cap, revealing that it goes beyond fashion and carries deep traditional meaning. Speaking during a recent interview on the Comfortably Speaking, he explained that the red cap, rooted in Igbo tradition, is typically worn by warriors during time of conflict. He noted that for him, it symbolizes the ongoing challenges and competition within the music industry, which he described as a battleground. In another update, Nollywood actress Tonto Dike has shared the outward account for her spiritual rebirth, highlighting 7 personal battles she said the Holy Spirit helped her conquer. In an emotional Instagram post, the mother of one reflected on her transformation from emotional turmoil to inner peace, describing it as a defined process that reshaped her mindset and lifestyle. According to Dike, one of her biggest struggles was uncontrollable anger, which admitted had cost her valuable relationships and opportunities in the past. Khadijat Sulaiman, NTA News.
And on sports, Nigeria's under-17 girls, the Flamingos, will be seeking redemption when they face France in the second Group D match at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Morocco today, Wednesday. Azimaze Ibrahim is our guide on Sports Update.
Following a 4-1 defeat to Canada in their opening fixture, the Flamingos endured a tough start in Saleh, where defensive lapses cost them dearly, despite an energetic display that saw Queen Joseph score Nigeria's only goal, with the loss leaving them bottom of the table on 0 points and a -3 goal difference. Anything short of victory against France at 8 p.m. Nigeria time could effectively end their campaign. Tonight's encounter carries extra significance as the last time both nations met at this level was 13 years ago in Azerbaijan, where Nigeria held France to a goalless draw in regulation time before losing 5-3 on penalties in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Amuneke has criticized the Nigeria's Football Federation over the country's struggling youth football program, attributing recent failures to poor planning and political interference. The 1994 AFCON winner expressed disappointment at the NFF's approach to youth development, warning that this country's future in football is at risk if urgent action is not taken. Azmaz Ibrahim, NTA News.
And Muslims have again been reminded of the need to prepare for the hereafter as much as they seek worldly bliss, because death is inevitable and has no respect for age, class, or status. Ustad Lukman Isalekoto gave the admonition at the funeral for pharmacist Bakau Ali, a younger brother to Professor Yusuf Olaolu Ali San, held in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. Mutiat Olushola completes the report.
Family, friends, and sympathizers, including distinguished personalities like the JAMB Registrar, Professor Ishaq Oluyede, founder of Al-Hikmah University, and the Jagumolu of Igajaland, Alhaji Abdurrahim Oladimeji, converged on the Ilorin resident of the deceased to pay their last respect. Some verses of the Holy Quran were recited and other supplications offered for the repose of the soul of the deceased.
فَإِذَا قَرَأْنَاهُ فَاتَّبِعْ قُرْآنَهُ ثُمَّ إِنَّ عَلَيْنَا بَيَانَهُ. With prayers to Allah to grant the entire family the fortitude to bear the loss. Ustaz Lukman Isalekoto, in his lecture at the Fidel, advised Muslims to be mindful of their deeds, both in secret and in the open, and have the fear of Allah at all times, as death can come calling without notification. He admonished Muslim faithful to work assiduously for a good end and blissful hereafter by being righteous and generous with whatever blessings Allah has bestowed on them.
As a Muslim, we have to prepare. And how can we prepare? Is by engage what Allah asks us to do. Observe Salat at when due. Give support to other people. Make positive impact in other people's life.
Family, friends, and sympathizers described late pharmacist Bakau as a God-fearing, kind, and peaceful personality who led a righteous and generous life, praying Allah forgives his shortcomings and admits him into Al-Jannah to Firdaus.
Bakau was a very special boy in the family. Brilliant, hardworking, religious, serious, committed, and loyal. May Allah admit him into Al-Jannah Firdaus.
Ọlọ́run dákun gbogbo tó bá ṣẹ̀ lẹ́ṣẹ̀.
May Allah forgive his shortcomings and have mercy on his soul.
Kó tó sí wọn ṣẹ̀, Ọlọ́run dákun bá a kẹ́.
He was a guy of a loving father. I'm going to miss him because I used to take us out. He's very caring. Anything I ask for, he gives me. And I'm also going to miss him for the good people.
It was very nice, very humorous, humane, calm, generous.
Pharmacist Bakau Ali died on Monday, 20th of October 2025 at the age of 58, and he is survived by wives and children. Mutiato Lushala, NTA News.
May Allah grant the deceased Al-Jannah to Firdaus. Up next is the weather forecast for tomorrow. And that's it from us. Thanks for being a part of it. Good evening.